Hi folks, today is Monday, the 18th of February 2008. Today is the President's Day in the United States, so didn't take any trade. Probably the volume in the market was it's been pretty thin because of that. Nonetheless, I've been following a few setups, 4 or 5 setups. I actually had them on my screen yesterday. Every Sunday I usually go through all the long time all the long time frames, 4 hours daily and weekly, to say if, what's the outlook for the upcoming week. It's a routine of mine that I like to take. I like to overtake or undertake actually every Sunday. Anyway, these are the following setups that I've been following, or that I have marked on my watch list. Firstly, I was looking into the euro against Australian dollar. I was seeing this triangular formation in a downtrend. This is the 4 hours time frame, by the way. Like I say, triangular formation within a downtrend. Obviously, as usual, waiting for a breakout in the direction of the moving averages. Price did reach the dynamic area of resistance right there, but nonetheless, within 1-2 bars, it came back down. So not too bad. The breakout unfortunately happened throughout the Tokyo session, actually very early as the as the Tokyo market opens up. Right there, this is the long red bar breakout I'm talking about in the direction of the moving averages, and it's moved over 100 pips already. So, well, that's pretty much gone. However, it seems like I say, at least from a longer time perspective, the downtrend is still in place. I'll keep an eye on the euro against the Australian dollar over the following days. Let's see whether we can make some pips. For a change, I haven't taken a trade in I don't know, in about 10 days or something like that, even more. Moreover, GBP against the JPY, pound against the yen, daily chart. Also another downtrend, okay, moving averages pointing down, etc, etc. Moving averages have now caught up with price at this precise level. We are seeing some sort of a congestion area. In fact, it's a flat top triangle, okay, this being the top with a double top right there around the 215.00, and then we have a sloping up trend line forming the triangle bottom. I like this key level to hold once again, 214, 215, 214.50, somewhere around there. I like this level to hold. From there, seeing price beginning to crawl down in the direction of the moving averages, so I can keep an eye. I can continue keeping an eye on this setup, searching for short entries. Similar scenario on the GBP against the CHF. I'm actually spotting quite a heavy weakness across the board on the longer time frames. For the sterling pound, seems like things are not looking good for the pound. Many have had I've seen many bearish signals on different GBP crosses. In this case, I'm showing you the GBP against the CHF. Another nice downtrend, another chart with the moving averages pointing down, etc, etc. Another down trend line there, and now it's been retested. Also the moving averages, okay, right there, and as you can see, my screen, I've marked it in blue. We have a very clearly defined sideways price action. Price has been bouncing between the 212.00 and the 218.00 right there. Okay, it's been around 1 month and a half. Our price has been moving sideways, like I said, within the 212 and the 218. I'd like to see a breakout to the downside, so I can I can search for some short entries. As usual, any breakout to the upside will void the whole thing, but I would like definitely to see a continuation move to the downside in the direction of the moving averages. All right. Moreover, GBP against the Canadian dollar, another bearish outlook for the pound. In this case, like I say, against the Canadian dollar, this one is a little bit more complicated. Let me try to explain what I'm seeing on my charts. Firstly, if I look into the weekly time frame, okay, really long-term time frame. Actually, one second, let me clean up my charts. All right, there we are. We've just gone through the breakout of a triangular formation in this downtrend, okay? We have a clear downtrend line there. In fact, it's a channel, but anyway, a downtrend line. Moreover, throughout the last few months, we've been moving triangularly. I don't know if you can say that, triangularly wise. Please, any of you English speakers, please correct me. Anyway, we've had this triangular formation. Actually, let me zoom in once again to show the triangle formation, or to draw the triangle formation a little bit more clearly. Okay, I'm marking it in blue once again in my screen. There we are. All right, so weekly time frame, guys, long-term outlook. We've had the breakout once again, long red bar, okay, signifying a clean breakout. I like to see that. Okay, I like clean breakouts in momentum with long thick bar, short wicks. You can see that we hardly have any wick either to the upside or to the downside. I like to see that always when you see a breakout. It's nice to have it confirmed by price action, in this case the candle in itself. Breakout then, last week we had a green long bar signifying the pullback of any breakout pullback continuation pattern, which, well, as you know, is my favorite type of price formation, the type of formation I like to trade. And from there, today, this week, we are seeing right now a continuation move, or what it seems to be the beginning of a continuation move, signified by that. Well, a red bar, still a little bit small, since, well, it's just a one-day bar in the weekly time frame. But anyway, seems like price is indeed finding resistance after having broken the triangle bottom, and from there I like to see a continuation move. If I am to get any short entry on the GBP against the Canadian dollar, I will keep it open. I will keep any trade open. For the longer time frame, I will not consider it as an intraday type of trade. Like I say, in the longer time frames, I'm spotting basically, like I said, a very bearish outlook, and well, it's pretty general as far as all the GBP crosses go. So I don't see any point to cut the potential home run short. So, like I say, if I do get any entry to the short side, I will certainly keep it open. Hopefully to ride, I don't know, perhaps 500-600 pips to the downside. You never know, but I'm gonna give it a try. Finally, real quick on the Canadian dollar against the CHF, another complicated setup, but nonetheless I'll try to explain it out for you. Weekly time frame, zooming out, very long-term outlook. We are bouncing off an uptrend. Okay, weekly uptrend is marked in pink on my screen. I usually mark my long-term trend lines in pink. I have no idea why, don't even ask. And anyway, this trend line was retested there, and now it's being retested as well. Moreover, now zooming in a little bit more, still in the 1 hour, in the weekly time frame, I see a short-term, not a short-term really, but an inner trend line marked in blue on my screen being broken to the downside, also in momentum, with 1, 2, 3, and 4 red bars in a row. Okay, 4 continuous weekly bars moving to the downside. Now we've just seen the breakout, retesting this inner trend line from below. Seems like we are moving south from there, and if finally this pink trend line gives way to the downside, making new lows, and well, confirming this. Well, that's basically a head and shoulders. I'm sure you guys can see that on my screen. Okay, this is the head and shoulders I'm talking about. If we make a new low there, I'll definitely be very bearish on this currency pair. Okay, the Canadian dollar against the CHF. Anyway, those are the setups I am following from the in the longer time frames. Nonetheless, I'll keep you updated if I see any entry on any of them. Okay. All right, folks. Bye bye.